So, your genetics aren't bad, man. You're just not training right. Okay? And to prove it to you, I'm going to show you how I looked, which I didn't look good, like at all. So, quick photo. Boom. Check it out. That's me probably about, oof, 3 or 4 years ago. And here, I'll pan to a quick image of me now. Should look pretty different, pretty much better than what I looked like, and I'll try to make the images relatively the same, so you get a reference for how much your physique changes if you do the right things. And now, like, it's not just physical change that happens when you do something like that. One of the biggest key motivators in me changing who I was honestly, the photo I took of you was actually right when I decided I'm actually going to change. I really didn't like how I looked, and I was kind of just dabbling, and then I decided to go all in. And I encourage all you guys to go all in, of course. But if I can't convince you just by telling you throughout my experiences, I'll try to give you a little bit of evidence right now to impact how you think about it. But as you can see, I was a young kid. I didn't grow up in the right household that would, suit someone to grow and get muscle like, how I am now. I wasn't surrounded by people that would necessarily help me get there. I was very alone in what I wanted to do. And it sucked, but I mean, I still made it, which is, I'm kind of glad that happened because it makes the person who I am today, right? And now that I've gotten past that stage of not knowing what I'm doing and where I'm at, and I don't have to go to the swimming pool and be worried about how I look or hesitate to take my shirt off. This is where I'm at now because I decided to make decisions to get where I wanted to go because I wanted to get there so bad, right? And there's a lot of regrets I do have from back then. Probably my biggest one is there was a powerlifter at the gym, and his name was Jake. He was about 170 pounds, and he was like ranked 7th in the world for powerlifting in his weight class, and he offered me a coaching thing, and he gave me a hella good deal on it, and I didn't want to make the money to get there. And I'm not going to try to sell you on my program or anything like that, but I do want to kind of paraphrase. If you were like me and you wanted results and you wanted them fast and you wanted to skip all the bumps on the road and the times you feel demotivated and the times you don't know what to do or all the plateaus you face, get a damn coach, dude. Get a freaking coach. Because that's what I wanted. And when I was faced with it, he even gave me a month free. That's how nice this guy was. And I still owe him dinner. When I come back to my hometown, I definitely will buy him dinner. But there was this opportunity in front of me, and it was right there. And instead of grabbing it and just latching on and being like, okay, I'm gonna make the money because I want a good physique, and I also want to be very strong, right? Because I never felt strong my whole life. I was always when I was younger, I was the fat kid. I was the loser. I freaking stunk. I was a nerd. I was all this different stuff, right? And the amount of times that you look at your love handles and all the times where I did the 5-minute abs circuits, that all kind of amounted to where I'm at now, right? Because I had the drive and I had the motivation, and I got there regardless. And I just want to let you guys know, if you do want to do it on your own, there are challenges you have to face. And one of those challenges is you have to go over those stones by yourself. And doing it on your own, don't get me wrong, you can do it. But the amount of times where I quit, and I almost did quit, I was like, okay, I bulked up really bad this early January, and I was thinking, okay, who cares? I'll just be strong. And I'm like, I know I didn't want to just be strong. I wanted to look good too. I luckily took accountability to do that. And I actually got a coach. And that helped me a lot, and I'm way further than I was a long time ago. So I'm learning all these different ways in business and in fitness and all this stuff, and it's getting me from point A to point B a lot faster, especially when you have someone there. And if you guys are kind of weirded out by the whole mentor thing or coach thing, one thing I can tell you is think of any really, really good movie. I'm guessing you probably thought of Lord of the Rings, the big ones, Star Wars, those are a couple to name out of millions. Rocky, if you're going really old school. Those are three. Those are three movies I can name for you. And guess what each one of them has? It has a main character who really wants a goal, and you know who else it has? Someone who helps him get to the goal, right? Rocky had his coach in the first movie. I forgot his name. He was very Boston like, and then he had Creed in the second movie, right? He had his mentor. Luke Skywalker had Yoda. Frodo had Gandalf. All of these people had mentors to help them get to where they wanted to be. And don't get me wrong. Like when I say I wasn't alone alone. I had people I'd ask for advice in the gym all the time, and it was everywhere. So I was doing workouts all weird sometimes, and sometimes I was doing them pretty good. And then I get a shred of advice: don't do it that way because that way is not good for this. And I'm like, okay, switching it up, and then it was a lot of back and forth. I didn't just have a one set way. I knew in a very optimal way to do it. So it burned me in the end because I also suffered from a few other things. One being epilepsy that really ran hard into me, and then the other being joint injuries. And I couldn't squat well because my knee was messed up for a bit. And sure enough, I went to a guy. I got a lot of help, and before I knew it, like I could squat 455, and the injured knee out of the way. Because get someone that knows what they're doing to help you if you really want a goal. If you're just doing it as a hobbyist and you don't want to take it that seriously and you're not like super committed to it, don't do it. Like straight up. I'm not trying to be a douche. I'm just saying. Like for me, I really like playing the piano. You see this piano behind me in every video I record where I'm in this spot. I don't have a teacher for the piano, right? It's because I don't really desire to get extremely good at the piano. I want to get good at it so I consistently work on it every day, but it's not one of my priorities in life. And for me, I feel like fitness is such a priority in life. If I'm going to hire anything, it's going to be someone to help me get to where I want to go, whether it's someone in good nutrition. Because nutrition, I want to live a longer life, which is part of why I went into fitness. It's part of why I'm a natural. It's part of why I don't go and show off my physique all the time. Because I also care a lot about my health, and I want you guys to see my lifestyle, how I go about it, and everything like that. And you guys, if you guys are in a skinny fat position, work your way out of it. I got a video saying, okay, here's what I would do if I was skinny fat. I'll throw it down in the description if you guys want to go to that and watch it. But don't have these limiting beliefs, man. They're everywhere, and people will tell you everything. Don't listen to anyone except yourself, man. And don't listen to the bad versions of yourself, because yeah, there's a good and there's a bad version of you, right? There's the best version of you. That's where you want and what you want. Whether it's at the pool with their shirt off, no one caring. At the beach, with toned abs, looking freaking meaty. And then there's the version of you eating Cheeto dust, sitting on the couch, playing Fortnite for like the millionth time. Digging Cheeto dust out of their belly button. And which one of those would you rather be? So hopefully I kind of got to you guys here. But I want to end you guys off on something I heard. Because this actually inspired me. And I care a lot about my business, right? So I want to eventually get to a point where I can just full-time only do this and not be doing anything else, because I love impacting people's lives, blah, yada, 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 fitness trainer stuff. And something that helped me take the leap and just go all in with my mentor, which business mentors, man. If you think fitness coaches are expensive, my gosh, if you want a good like business coach, man, yeah, it's not cheap. But here it is. Let me see if I can. Ooh, here it is. This is one I've thought about a good amount. And I'll give a reference for it right after. I'll just get into reading it, just because you guys have been waiting for so long. But okay, here it goes. You're already paying for this with time. So the question is that how you still want to pay? Because you can pay with time or money, but only one of them you can get back. And for reference, you have two different wallets. Two. Okay, you have a time wallet, right, where you can pull time out, right? But there's no job you can get time back unless time traveling comes out soon. And you also have a money wallet. You can take the money out and you can grind and you can get that money back, right? Which one would you rather take out of to get to where you want to go? And from experience, you don't want to take out of the time wallet. Okay? But just to send you guys off there, I hope you guys crush your goals, and I hope you achieve everything you want in life, because I love you and I care a lot about you. So.